Error handling. When you invoke a function, two types of error can occur. Invocation errors occur when the invocation request is rejected before your function receives it. Function errors occur when your function's code or runtime returns an error. The error handling strategy and retry behavior varies depending on how you invoke your Lambda function. When you invoke a function directly, you determine the error handling strategy. When you invoke a function indirectly, the error handling behavior varies based on the types of invocations, including synchronous, poll-based, and asynchronous invocations. First, let's look at the error handling for synchronous invocation. When the function response returns an error, there is no error behavior for Lambda. The service or the client is responsible for the error handling strategy, such as checking the error, determining if you should retry the invoke. Error handling for poll-based invocation. Poll-based invocation uses event source mappings to read events from a stream or a queue. In this model, the retry behavior is based on data expiration in the data source. For streams, if your function returns an error, the entire batch is reprocessed until the function succeeds or the items in the batch expire. For queues, you determine the length of time between retries, the destination for failed events, the conditions under which Amazon SQS moves failed event messages to the dead letter queue by configuring the visibility timeout and redrive policy on the source queue. Error handling for asynchronous invocation. If the function returns an error, AWS Lambda attempts to retry twice for a total of 3 invocations. There is a 1-minute wait between the first 2 attempts and 2 minutes between the second and third attempts. If all 3 attempts fail, Lambda sends the failed event to a dead letter queue if it's configured. You can configure your function with a dead letter queue to send these events to Simple Queue Service SQS or Simple Notification Service SNS for further processing. The SQS queue holds failed events until they're retrieved or the event messages timeout after they have been in the queue for more than the retention period. For SNS, a topic relays failed events to one or more destinations. You can configure a topic to send events to an email address, a Lambda function, or an HTTP endpoint.